Alrighty, so we have a brief kind of update that I need to do here for you guys in terms of link leveling. Now, I'm sure most of you at this point know the significance of link leveling and all of that fun stuff, but just in case you do not, I will kind of give you a quick cliff notes on it because I don't want to keep you here all day. Link levels are essentially how we are going to be buffing our units with extra sort of effects when you have the same link shared between two characters. So an example here, we have version Z Goku. You guys can see I have his links not all the way done yet, but we have Z Fighters, Saiyan Lineage, and all that fun stuff. So if we click on all on the family here, you can see the level 10 effect is defense plus 20%. So if we have this character linked up with Fat the Power Kid Goku, we have him linked up with Beast Gohan, we have him linked up with Super Saiyan Gohan, all of these characters are going to be sharing defense plus 20% because they share that link. So that is one thing that we need to heavily remember when we are doing link levels. That's why it's important that you do it. And on top of that, it's the most significant sort of impact for power level, right? When you go over here and you press the profile button on the top left, you can see on this account it's pretty low because, this is the 0 to hero one, but the most significant factor in towards your power level is going to be the links at max level. So you guys can see we have 222 link level 10s on the 0 to hero account, which means 222,000 of the 410,000 power level is going to be attributed from just link leveling characters. So that is why you need to do that. If you guys don't know, with the power level system, you are going to be getting bonuses during drops or during farming, right? So you guys can see here, Zenny's being buffed, training items being buffed, all those fun things, characters, everything that you need when you're farming, you're going to be able to get buffs from extra attempts at certain stages, right? Like the punching machine, you're going to get an extra attempt. The Roshi event, you're going to get an extra attempt, right? All of these things are very important. So with all that being said, I know it's a bit of a long intro, but that is why we need to focus and make sure that we do our link leveling, right? So here's what we got to do. In order to increase our link levels as quickly as possible, there is a bit of an update to the stage that you guys should be using. You guys have seen me do various videos on this topic, stages like 35-1, stages like 34-4, we had 31-4 for a really long time, but today we're going to be doing a brief update on the stage 35-6. So 35-6 is going to be a really good way to farm blue incredible gems while we're farming our link levels. So you guys can see this is the team that we're going to be using because all of these characters here are not link level 10 yet, and all we want to do is just let this run, right? Use the boost, and it's going to be one quick fight. So with 35-6, I know you might be thinking it's like, Vilify, this is only one fight. This is not usually the way that you're going to want to do these things. With this specific case, it's just the link level rate is going to be super high. So one thing we potentially could do in order to sort of speed this process up is run like an AoE leader. I think that could potentially be something that's going to save you some time, because then you're going to be banking on getting super attacks, right? And with super attacks, it's going to be a bit tricky just because it could potentially take 2 turns. But with that being said, we think about it being like 2 turns or something like that. It's not really the end of the world, because with that being 2 turns, let's just think about this, right? Logically, if we are doing link level runs on 34-4 and the fights, we have 5 fights that are all taking 1 turn each, this is going to take you 5 turns. So with it taking 5 turns, it's still going to take 2 minutes, 3 minutes. But with this, if we run like an AoE, we do 3 or 4 super attacks, it's going to take 1.5 minutes, it's going to take 2 minutes or whatever it may take you, and then you're going to be done and you're going to be able to go on to the next one, right? This has really heavy vibes to me. That's similar to the Not the Day Village run, right? Just because it's one fight, the link level rate on it's going to be high and you're going to be looking pretty good. So right there, we got a level 8 link. We'll run it a few times just to kind of see how it goes. But I think that this stage is going to be one of the better options. But the kind of big drawback with it, I would say, if you want to sort of look at it like that, I think that every link level stage has a pro and a con, right? The only one that's really flawless is just the Not That Day Village one, right? Just because of how crazy that link level rate was. I think it was Mr. Baby or something that tweeted it, but it literally just feels like cheating, right? It was that good. So what I think you can potentially do here, if you want to save some time, is filter this out by extreme tech and then just go grab a Broly friend or something like that. And if he's on the first turn, which he's going to be in this case, we can just swipe up, put him in the front, and it's going to be good to go, right? Just because this will save us with some time with some AoE stuff. So if you want to bring a leader that's potentially an AoE character, this could potentially save you some time and overall just make this a quicker experience for you. But if you don't mind just doing the simple process, or not even the simple process of just keeping the easy process of keeping it on auto and it potentially taking 2 turns, I don't think that really is the end of the world either. So with that being said, right, we do a couple runs of this, we'll kind of see how the link leveling sample size works. I think that the time to complete this one is overall going to make it worth it, because a lot of times I feel like people are asking, it's they don't want the most stamina efficient way to link level, right? Because like a lot of players do, like I know people that do super high power level grinding and stuff like that, and they tend to stick to like the more stamina efficient way of doing things, but like 7-10 and stuff like that. But I think that if you are just somebody that's directly trying to link level a team, then you should probably just be doing something like this, right? Where it's just, spend the stones, do the deck or whatever, and like in 48 seconds right there, we got a run, we got some blue incredible gems, and overall it's going to be working pretty well, right? Because I hope that the game sort of goes in this direction moving forward, where it's sort of the Nata de Village format for link leveling moving forward, where it's like, it's one fight, it's real quick, takes like 35-40 seconds, and then you're in and you're out and you're ready to go, you can go continue your day, right? Because it's like, the fact of the matter is, it's like link leveling is not fun, right? Like you're just putting your phone on the side, you're retrying, and you're just kind of going on with your day. But potentially with this being like one fight, getting your characters link leveled and into action quicker, I think that this is definitely the better way to go about things. So, it is what it is. We'll just kind of continue to see the sample size here. One thing to also remember, I guess if you're still watching this video, shout out to you if you're still here, but you have to remember with the blue incredible gems as well, that's going to be a pretty significant exchange for resources that players are going to need, right? Especially in a time like this where Dragon Ball Heroes is going around. Like, I'm sure some of you didn't know about this yesterday, but you do now. Pulling 5 new Heroes characters means that there are 5 free-to-play, or 5 characters that you cannot farm up free-to-play, right? There is no way to farm up Super Attack level for Universal Tree Goku, for Few Youth, for Eos, right? Like, there's just no way to do it, or Eos, whatever her name is, right? So, you've probably used 15 to 20 Kais in the last day, maybe even more than that, right? So, what is one thing that the Blue Gem Exchange is going to let us do? Well, I'm asking the question for you, but I'm also going to give you the answer. We go over here to the Blue Incredible Gem side of things, and you're going to see a lot of Kais, right? So right here, we have 12, we have 24, we have, 29, 34, 84 Elder Kais, just from this exchange alone, right? That is enough to SA1 to SA20, an entire anniversary worth of LRs, It's going to be really helpful for you. So you want to make sure that you are continuing to do that, because blue incredible gems are going to be very important, but link leveling is also going to be just as important. So 35-6, this is the stage that I recommend you do. I think for boost, you're probably better off running like a stage that's like 35-1 that has multiple fights. I want to say that's still the way that you want to do things, but the overall kind of like pound for pound link leveling stage, I would say, is going to still be 35-6. But again, this is a sort of just a minor update because we're just still trying to figure out like what the #1 stage is, because I can sit here and tell you my opinion, but again, like someone could have like better luck on 35-1, right? They could be like, oh, I'm getting link level 10s out the wazoo doing 35-1, right? Or someone will tell you they link level on 8-9 still, right? Like we're going way back to like the 2022 days. So it's not subjective, but it's also like the numbers kind of back this stage up too, based on the link rate, right? Or the link level rate. If you guys don't know, a quest stage has a link level rate built into it, and that number is pretty high on this stage. So we'll go ahead and do one more run after this one, just to get like one more of a sample size. Again, with this being one fight, I think it does kind of make things a little bit tricky, but overall, I think this is probably the best bang for your buck stage, because you're going to be able to link level your characters at a pretty fast rate, right? One fight is really going to allow you to get a bunch of runs in, so if you're trying to grind rank XP, you're trying to grind Zenny, you're trying to grind links, you're going to be able to do all of these things in one fell swoop here with this stage, right? The only thing you're not doing on this stage, unfortunately, is grinding green incredible gems, which I guess could potentially be a little bit of a problem, but I don't think it's to a point where you really need to be worrying too much. So green incredible gems, like they give out a ton of those when they do like quest updates and those like campaign missions for a quest update. That's always going to be helpful, but again, it's not like the be all end all for grinding, right? Green incredible gems, they come with time. You can get them pretty easy now. So directly farming these gems is only important when it's like a major update for like a quest unit or something like that, right? Like when Trunks and Broly drop or something along those lines. So what I tend to do, or what I've been doing over the last few years, is just grinding those passively via doing like link leveling and stuff like that. And that's like, because on the JP, we've probably got like 10,000 blue incredible gems, tens of thousands of green incredible gems, right? Just from doing link leveling and stuff like that. So that is sort of how this works. So just quickly wanted to give you guys a update for link leveling. I'm sure you guys understand how this works at this point. If you have any questions down below or think there are any better stages, you can leave them in the comment section below. I'll heart them, leave a pin or whatever, so that way people can see them. But 35.6 right now, I'm going to go on the record to say is one of the best link leveling stages, and you should be running this one if you were trying to link level like your new heroes characters as quickly as possible. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to leave a like if you did, and subscribe if you are new so you don't miss out on any updated guides like this in the future, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of the fun Dokkan content we post around here every single day. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.